Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppers, checking out some more Too Old to Die Young Brewing Company beer from Sønderborg, Denmark. We're checking out this bad boy, part of their VHS series, and this is their VHS Forever. So a series of hazy double IPAs. This is a beer I really wanted to try because a lot of people have proclaimed that this is one of the best Danish hazy IPAs ever made, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's people I really like and people I really respect their opinions, like Hopskull Beer Guide and a few others. So it's like, okay, then I really need to try this. So it was sold out everywhere. I couldn't get it. But my man Kim from Too Old to Die Young, who is the man behind the beer, was kind enough to send me a can along with his West Coast double IPA, Oathbreaker. So thanks a ton, man. And again, Kim sent the beer. He's the brewer. I'm still going to go into this with a critical mindset, but I'm also going to tell him if the beer is fucking awesome, and I hope it will be. I mean, I'm pretty sure it'll be pretty damn good because Kim is a great brewer and he's really good at hazy IPAs. He was very well known for doing hazy IPAs beforehand as a home brewer called Hops and Haze. But yeah, this bad boy encompasses what I see a lot of American brewers do, using very different, hop products to layer flavor. So this 8% double IPA is brewed using Sabro Incognito, Citra Lupomax, Galaxy, and Nelson Sauvin Sub-Zero Hop Keef. And I am about to brew beer with Nelson Sauvin Sub-Zero Hop Keef, and I'm so excited about using it. But I'm using it for a West Coast beer. So yeah, this is it's the same age as the West Coaster, so it's what, 6 weeks or so of trying, maybe a little bit more. I think it's around 6 weeks. But yeah, let's check this out. Look at that. That is what I like to see. Pin bright, pale looking hazy beer and fairly saturated looking. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but it's close to, I mean, it looks the same on camera. Like the really crazy milky looking American hype haze, but having it up close, like you can see there's a bit of light bleeding through at the, well, there is a little bit of that in those as well, but it just looks really saturated and packed full of hop goodness. So yeah, also, looks like it's not going to be like a really sweet beer either because it's so pale. Oftentimes with the paler beers, I think they use extra pale malts of sorts or Pilsner malts and whatnot with the hazies that get this color. But a lot of it is also heavy hopping rates because you get that yellow hue from all the polyphenols and hop matter and whatnot that actually gets stuck around the cans, especially with something like cryo hops. So that could also be part of the color, but it looks beautiful. It just signifies that it's not going to be overly sweet, to me at least. That's usually the case with these colors, but sometimes you are fooled. But yeah, it looks great. Let's check out the aroma. Yeah, quite right. Sabro jumps at me initially and then fades a bit, and then I'm getting a lot of Nelson. Gooseberry, like almost like a bit of kiwi too. Yeah, lots of gooseberry, lots of like sweet tropical, kind of like overripe pineapple and passion fruit, but also bright passion fruit as well. Yeah, it's bright, it's hoppy, it's very nice smelling. It doesn't have the same like crazy intense layers as some of the hype hazies, but it's got much more aromas than, your average Danish hazy IPA. It's much more popping and bright, which is nice. Let's try it. Cheers. Thanks a ton for the beer, Kim. They're on track here. Pin bright. A little bit dank as well. Surprisingly, like dry finish as well. And it has like a bit of a polyphenol bite. It's not necessarily bitter, but it has like a bite of saturation. High levels of CO2 as well. There's definitely also some like overripe kind of juicy flavors, but it's not like crazy. It's mostly hop forward. Sabro, I'm not getting as much as initially in the aroma. I was getting a bit of that like lemongrassy thing. Maybe there's a touch of coconut, but it's not like loads on the flavor. Galaxy really plays through on the flavor though. It has a good amount of that herbaceous kind of Galaxy vibe with a little bit of a melon kind of character. And then dank gooseberry type nuances from the Nelson, for sure. A little bit like of a sharp, bright, like biting, pithy citrus fruit, like pithy lemon, or it's more bitter than that though. But it's like the bitterness of a citrus pith, but the brightness of like lemon or lime in here. I think it's really fucking great. I don't think it's like the best double IPA I've ever had, but it's really, really good. It's definitely like on the level of some of the very well-known Danish hazy IPAs, like Big Doink and Great Gig in the Sky, from or Double Dibby Doo, for example. Like there's a few noticeable like Danish hazies, and I think it's similar to that. But I'm also surprised by the level of like spiciness and herbaceousness to it, because there's a decent amount of that as well. But I think that's totally from Galaxy. And Citra Lupomax, gives a great layering effect. Citra has lots of like sweet citrus and tropical flavors and whatnot, and you get some of that in there as well. It's a fucking great hazy. Even though I'm a bit hazed out, this is a hazy I'd like to drink because it's just not like a sweet gushing juice bomb. It would have been fun, really fun to try this when it was just released, because I think it would have been even more saturated with flavor. There I got more of the Sabro, and it has a little bit of a perfumey touch as well, interestingly. Really great hazy, and a hazy I actually want to drink. Like, it's dry, but still soft and velvety. It's got a lot of hop flavor. It's not all just sweet gushing juice, which is awesome. But I think a few Danish people, I think it's just scratched 4 on Untapped. But I think a lot of Danes would also critique it for not being juicy enough and sweet enough. Because Danes are the hardest, like in Scandinavia, people are such harsh critics, which is how it is. And also I think it comes, like, a lot of people think like a 3.75 is a good beer as well. Like, it's a really good beer. I mean, that's the thing with Untapped. Everyone have their own way of rating on the app. So that's how it is. Find people you like on there. Follow them. Hear what they say. I think that's the best way to use it. But yeah, this is really fucking great. Tasty hazy. In terms of grade, I'd say probably I'd enjoy it more fresher, but it's like a 92, 93-ish. Really, really nice. Very big, bold, saturated hop flavors, which I really enjoy. Really good job, Kim. I mean, I'm sure if I shared this with some of my friends, it'd be like, they'd think like close to world class. Maybe some would even say world class. At least close to. I think so. It's fucking great. I get a 92, 93 or something like that. So yeah, is it the best Danish hazy double IPA? I don't know. I mean, I don't drink a lot of Danish hazy IPA because I think, hazies are just getting so samey for me, so I don't check them out too much. But it's still probably the beer style being brewed the most in Denmark. But this is really, really good. So I think you for sure should check it out if you like hazy. So if you can get some VHS Forever, do so. It's damn good stuff. One of the best beers from Too Old to Die Young, I think. Probably not the best beer from Too Old to Die Young, for sure. They've had a lot of nice beers, but this is for sure the best. I think so. So if you guys had this one, let me know what you thought of it. Again, thanks a ton to Kim for the beer. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page, and Twitter, and Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And I'm going to say cheers in a bright banging juice bomb. And see, well, not a juice bomb really, but a bright banging hazy. And see you guys in another beer review.